I'm writing this message to you on my way to the base. If you're reading this, something probably happened to me. As you know me, I'm likely the happiest person right now. It's not for nothing that I was about to fulfill my dreams soon. I'm happy and grateful for the privilege I have to defend our beautiful country and the people of Israel. Even if something happens to me, I don't allow you to sink into sadness. I had the privilege to fulfill my dream and destiny and be sure that I'm looking down at you from above with a huge smile. I'll probably sit next to Grandpa and catch up, each of us sharing our experiences and how things have changed between wars. Maybe we'll also talk some politics, ask him what he thinks. If, God forbid, you sit in Shiva, turn it into a week of friends, family, and fun. Have food, meat, of course, beers, sweet drinks, seeds, tea, and definitely Mom's cookies. Laugh, listen to stories, meet all my other friends you haven't met yet. Really? I'm jealous of you. I'd like to sit there and see everyone. Another very, very important point. If, God forbid, I fall into captivity, alive or dead, I'm not willing for a single soldier or civilian to be harmed because of some deal for my release. I don't allow you to run a campaign or struggle or anything like that. I'm not willing for terrorists to be released in exchange for me. In no way, shape, or deal. Please don't violate my words. I'll say it again. I left home without even being called up for reserve duty. I'm full of pride and a sense of mission, and I've always said that if I need to die, I hope it will be in defense of others and the country. Jerusalem, I have set watchmen. May the day come when I'll be one of them. Hundreds of Israeli soldiers died in battles over the past year. Many on that first fateful day on the border, and many over the as they prepared for and went into battle, risking their lives to defend their country and to bring hostages home. I grew up in a house where the loss inflicted by war was ever present. Both of my grandfathers and my uncle, after whom I am named, went into battle to protect their country and their families. I often wondered about them. No graves, no place to come and mourn and remember. Lost in action is all their families had received. Many years ago, during our first visit to Israel, I was stunned by the memorial at the Tank Museum in Latrun. It had every name of Israeli fallen soldier recorded in the stone. This was a profoundly new experience to me. Seeing mourning that was personal in ways that I could have never imagined. Later, I got to see the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C., another most powerful example of memory of those who gave up their lives in battle. When Israeli soldiers head into battle, they write notes to their families. Letters that are purely theoretical and are only to be delivered to families in case of soldiers' death. If you're reading this letter, something went awfully wrong. And one of the aspects of this most recent war has been the sharing of these letters from soldiers, many families sharing them with the world. A few of them have been translated into English. Author Daniel Gordis summed it up as follows: "These letters rip your heart out. They're not all the same. Some are cute and funny, others very much not. Some read like wills, stating who should get what. Others avoid that entirely. But there are still certain things that the letters all have in common. First, they're written by people who are much too young to be writing letters like this. Second, many of them tell their families not to mourn forever, but to live life. That's what I went to fight for, the letters say, so this nation can fully live. And many say, if I died in this war, I died doing what I wanted to be doing, defending my people, defending the Jewish people. There's nothing more important to me. These letters are written by secular soldiers and religious soldiers alike. And we should note that the army tells these kids to write these letters. In other words, the army says, you might not come out of this alive. We're sending you into a very nasty situation. Write to your family. These kids know what they're getting into. Tonight, I shared one such letter with you, one of many dozens, tragically. It was written by Surgeon First Class Ben Zussman, who was killed in Gaza on December 3rd last year. I hope that none of us ever have to write such letters or go into battle. The abolition of universal draft in this country in the aftermath of the Vietnam War means that we don't even have to train for such an eventuality unless we choose to join the armed forces. And yet, tonight begins Yom Kippur, a day on which we are to consider our lives and our mortality. What matters to us? What matters to us more than our life itself? What do we believe in more than our human desire to stay alive? Do we know it? Do our children know it? This day, with all its liturgical drama and haunting melodies tugging at the strings of our souls, this day is here to help us figure it out, or at least to begin to figure it out. I want to wish you all a meaningful fast and an impactful day of repentance. May these wars come to an end soon. May the hostages come home. May our soldiers come home. May all those living between the rivers and the seas know no more fear, no more strife. May we be blessed with a year of peace. May we all be written in and sealed in the book of life. All of us, all Am Yisrael, and the entire world. Shabbat Shalom and Gemar Chatima Tova.